Hey everyone, welcome back to the SynthePulse channel. I want you to take a second and imagine something terrifying. Imagine if every single secret you've ever sent over the internet, your bank passwords, your private medical records, your late night chats, imagine if all of that suddenly became readable plain text. No locks, no protection, just open. It sounds like the plot of a Black Mirror episode or a cyberpunk thriller, right? But trust me, this isn't science fiction. This is a very real, very specific technological ticking clock that experts are staring at right now. We are officially facing a deadline, and that deadline is the year 2026. Today, we are doing a deep dive into post-quantum cryptography. We're going to break down why the experts believe that by 2026, we need to have fundamentally changed the way the entire internet works, because the foundation of our digital security is about to crumble under the weight of quantum physics. If you value your privacy or if you just love cutting-edge tech, you need to understand this. So, buckle up, hit that like button, and let's decode the quantum threat. To understand the threat, we first have to understand what keeps us safe today. For decades, our entire digital existence has been protected by math. Specifically, we rely on two main algorithms, RSA and elliptic curve cryptography, or ECC. These systems rely on the fact that it is really easy to multiply two massive prime numbers together, but it is incredibly, impossibly difficult to do the reverse, to take that massive result and figure out which two numbers created it. For a classical computer, even the most powerful supercomputer on Earth, reversing that process involves trial and error that would take billions of years. That's why your credit card number is safe. But that safety relies on one assumption, that computers will always work the way they do today. And that assumption is dead wrong. Enter the quantum computer. If a classical computer is a powerful calculator, a quantum computer is like a wizard. Classical computers use bits, but quantum computers use qubits. Thanks to quantum physics phenomena like superposition and entanglement, a qubit can exist in a state of being 1 and 0 simultaneously. This allows them to solve certain types of problems exponentially faster. And unfortunately for us, the certain type of problem they are really, really good at is factoring large numbers. Back in 1994, a mathematician named Peter Shor published what we now call Shor's algorithm. He proved mathematically that a sufficiently large quantum computer could break RSA and ECC, not in a billion years, but in hours, maybe even minutes. We call the day a computer becomes powerful enough to do this Q-Day. It's not a theoretical if, it's an inevitable hardware upgrade. It is a skeleton key for the digital world, and when Q-Day arrives, every standard lock on the internet breaks instantly. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Okay, but quantum computers are still experimental, right? Why the panic? This is the part that should actually scare you. It's a concept called harvest now, decrypt later. This is the nightmare scenario driving the timeline. Right now, as I speak, state-sponsored hackers, foreign intelligence agencies, and cybercriminal organizations are stealing vast amounts of encrypted data. They are scooping up everything: intellectual property, military communications, your personal data. They can't read it yet, but they are storing it. They are hoarding it. Why? Because they are waiting for Q-Day. They know that once they get their hands on a quantum computer in the future, they can retroactively decrypt all that data they stole today. That confidential contract you signed today, in 10 years, it's public. That top secret government cable sent in 2024, exposed. We are already vulnerable to having our past exposed in the future. This is why we can't wait until the technology arrives to fix the problem. So, let's talk about the deadline. Why 2026? This timeline is being driven primarily by NIST, the U.S. National Institute of Standards and Technology, and some heavy government mandates. Think of NIST as the referee for the internet's security standards. They launched a global competition to find new algorithms that can resist quantum attacks. This has been a rigorous multi-year process. We are now in phase 3, running from 2024 to 2026. The Biden administration released National Security Memorandum 10, which basically ordered federal agencies to start the migration. Their goal is to achieve significant cryptographic agility by, you guessed it, 2026. Since the U.S. government is the biggest customer in the world, this sets a de facto global standard. If you want to do business in the future, you need to be post-quantum ready by then. So what are we switching to? If RSA is dead, who is the new king? Welcome to the world of lattice-based cryptography. This is the tech behind PQC, or post-quantum cryptography. Unlike RSA, which relies on factoring numbers, lattice cryptography relies on complex geometric structures. Imagine a grid with hundreds of dimensions. Finding a specific point in that grid, especially when you add a bunch of mathematical noise to hide it, is extremely difficult, even for a quantum computer. NIST has selected two main champions. First, there is Crystal's Kyber. Kyber is designed for key encapsulation. Think of this as the handshake between your browser and a server. It's the new quantum-resistant way to establish a secure connection. Second, there is Crystal's Dilithium. Dilithium is the new standard for digital signatures. Every time your bank verifies a transaction or you download an update, a digital signature proves it's authentic. Dilithium ensures that a quantum computer can't fake those signatures. Now here is the final hurdle, and it's a big one, the migration challenge. Switching out cryptography is not like updating an app. Encryption is buried deep in the code of everything. It's in the hardware of your router. It's in the chips inside satellites orbiting the Earth. This is an enormous, expensive inventory project. Companies have to find every single place they use RSA, rip it out, and replace it. This requires a concept called cryptographic agility. In the past, encryption was rigid. The goal for 2026 is to build systems that are flexible, where we can swap out the encryption engine easily if a new threat emerges without breaking the whole system. It's risky, it's hard, and it takes time. That is why 2026 feels so close. If organizations haven't started planning this migration now, they are already behind. So, let's wrap this up. The post-quantum cryptography timeline of 2026 is not a suggestion. It is the estimated window of opportunity we have left to secure our digital infrastructure before the walls come down. Ignoring this is like leaving your front door open, knowing the burglar is walking down the street with a skeleton key. The future of our privacy rests entirely on the actions we take in the next couple of years. But I want to hear from you. What do you think? Does the harvest now, decrypt later threat keep you up at night? Or are you just excited about the complex math behind lattice-based cryptography? I genuinely love to know your take. Drop a comment below. Let's get a discussion going. For more insights that decode the logic of AI and the future of tech, make sure you're following SynthePulse. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay encrypted and stay secure.